And you see, then you don't know what happened to me, so we do have something to talk about.
What happened?
You don't really want to hear. Oh, Leo, you're smoking too much. You're just like your father, always overdoing. He died from alcohol.
What are you going to tell me?
About what, dear?
Whatever it was you thought was so important. It happened last night.
Leo, your mother nearly died. My heart failed. It nearly gave out. You didn't come.
What happened?
I don't know, dear. They won't tell you what really happened. I fainted. It was like there was a knife in my heart. That's all I remember. And if Clara hadn't found me right away and given me a hypo, I would have died, Leo, right then.
Very lucky.
I was lucky. Next time I might not be so lucky. Oh, Clara, this is my son, Leo. I was just telling him about you. Leo, this is Thomas. He wants to thank you for saving his poor old mother's life. I've heard a lot about you, Mr. Pope, your mother.
I haven't seen you before.
I was on the day shift until yesterday. Until midnight. So I'll still be around to keep an eye on you.
She kept me from dying, Leo. If anything happened to Clara, I don't know what I would do. I'd just die. She saved my life,
for our last one. Clara Thomas. Take a look.
Stuck. Why would he use his hands this time?
Right. Put your finger on an important point. It seems as if he was infuriated with her.
The other victims left no marks. Arranged the body in a fairly normal position. Even closed the eyes and closed the features.
Body change. Does it mean anything? Could he have had anything personal against Clara Thomas?
That's the same setup. She wasn't mistreated after death. She could have fought the killer a little harder, but that doesn't make sense either. She wasn't as large a woman as some of the others, and certainly not as strong.
Apparently not. I don't think it was a case of her resisting the killer anyway. I can offer an opinion about that. Would you care to hear it?
What's that?
Want some milk?
Yeah, thanks.
Well, after strangling her, the killer would have been compelled, emotionally, to follow his usual pattern. Complete the grisly ritual he's worked out. But, well, let me put it this way. His heart wasn't in it. Well, now, that's a miserable expression to use, I know, but it describes what I mean.
What do you mean?
Well, maybe he didn't kill Clara Thomas for the same twisted reasons that he killed the other women. And after she was dead, something happened. Something to make him change his mind completely. And so he left. And probably in a hurry.
All right, so far so good. What about the doll in her apartment?
That broken toy? Could be more than a toy. Could be a fetish.
Fetish?
It's not uncommon. Transference of emotion from one thing to another. Fetish can be anything. Any non-sexual object that incites erotic feelings. Whether it's sticks, stones, a piece of clothing. In this case, a doll.
Why a doll?
I can't tell you that.
Doc, you're a psychiatrist. You're supposed to know the reason.
Sure. But I don't have a crystal ball. Have you?
No. Maybe I better get